Everybody's got an opinion. Every Californian and Virginian. It's so hard to tell who to trust and who to ignore. Someone's gotta settle the score. Trey and Chelsea will help you choose whose views win, which ones lose. Online haters are coming for you. Baby, it's time to review the review.
Hello, Royal Squad. Welcome back to our coverage of Yelp reviews for Royal Moving and Storage. In part 1, we heard the 5-star review. And before we covered the opposite end of the spectrum,
it is game time!
woo-hoo!
Chelsea, are you ready to take a little spin on the Meryl-Go-Round?
Oh, yes.
I don't feel like an icon. Most of the days I feel like I can't. That's with an A.
Here's the deal. Trey and I have each picked a rotten, scathing, pithy 1-star zinger. And with 30 seconds on the clock, we'll take turns trying to recite the zinger in as many genres as possible.
Just like Queen Meryl Streep, who does it all.
Before the clock runs out.
Woo! All right. Chelsea, would you care to go first, or should I?
I mean, I feel like I've just done so much, Trey. I think you should go first.
All right.
Yes.
So, in honor of the theme today, I have a 1-star zinger from Amazon for... let me get... let me do a big inhale for this. Okay. Duck brand small bubble cushioning wrap for moving and shipping. 175 feet bubble packing wrap for extra protection, packaging, boxes, and mailers. Clear bubble roll moving supplies, perforated every 12 inches.
It's supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
So 175 feet bubble wrap. It is $27.99. And I have a 1-star zinger from user Upside Down Sarah. Hilarious.
Okay.
Their subject is useless. And their zinger is, it's flimsy and it shreds.
Oh, wow. Okay, Trey. I'm going to strap you into a duck because it just feels appropriate. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
Saturn.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Auctioneer.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Soap opera.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Mime. Rom-com.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Courtroom drama.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Horror.
It's flimsy.
Breaking news.
It's flimsy and it shreds.
Melodrama.
That's all.
Sorry for peeking out the mic.
Do I give you that? Sure, why not? Okay. 9, Trey. 9. You got
Okay, good.
9. That's amazing.
All right,
Wow,
Chelsea.
Queen. I really have a lot to catch up.
Now your turn.
Okay.
What have you got
My
for
turn.
us?
All right. So I decided to stay, obviously, in the moving theme. And I found another moving company called Cal State Moving and Storage on Google.
Mhm.
They only have a 2.2 overall. Yikes. And this zinger is written by Travis G.
Mhm.
And it says, hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
Oof. All right. Well, I'm
Okay.
going to strap you into one of those memoriam plant tree situation things.
Okay, sure.
All right, Chelsea, are you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, go!
Opera diva,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
true crime doc,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
disc jockey,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
magic show,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
Yankee,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
Lifetime,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
Spy,
Hit and killed the tree in front of my building.
Mime,
That's all.
Okay.
3, 6, 7, 8.
You won. Yay, try. Go try. Good for you.
Well, now that we have saged the space with some fun, let's move into the negativity zone.
Oh my God. I'm like in shock a little bit, but I'm ready.
All right. So, as I stated in part 1, if you have not watched part 1 yet, go back. You can click the link here. Go back to part 1, okay? We give you the whole breakdown of this company, Royal Moving and Storage. And as I said, this is one of the 2,103 not currently recommended reviews. You can always find this at the bottom of Yelp. It's a little gray, bold hyperlink that you can click. And these are reviews that have been scrubbed off the main
for
page.
one reason or another.
Correct. So this is Samira A. This is from December of 2021. All right. 1-star review. Double charged me. Hella slow movers. Bad communication. They took care of my stuff and nothing broke, but the management itself is pretty bad. I originally wrote a very generous review after one of the movers asked me to. But they ended up charging my credit card, which was supposed to be a deposit, and then they charged me via cash. So, I was charged over $800 for 3 hours of move time. When asked for a refund, they gave me a receipt, but never hit my account, so had to dispute it. Just watch out for stuff like this. Very sketch. Just want money sign, money sign, money sign. Wouldn't recommend, nor would I ever use again. My other review was at the plea of the mover, since I had a bad experience. It does provide the previous review, which is a 5-star review. I'm going to read this very fast. Just used this company for the first time after hearing wonderful reviews. They were able to schedule movers in less than 24 hours and did it efficiently. And the 2 men, Dimitri and David, were super respectful and beyond cautious with my stuff. They communicated every step of the way and offered more help than I needed. I really appreciate this company and their willingness to help and communicate. I would use them again, and I would recommend the 2 movers who specifically helped me to others. Thank you guys for a good experience during this time. I appreciate your service and time. Thank you.
Weird. This is a little shady. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's a reason why this is in there not recommended. I'm not sure. Okay, so I just think it's weird that they spoke about being pleaded by the mover to write that review like they were coerced because they had a bad experience. What about the experience? Well, I guess they said that they were slow. I'm just like, what about the experience is bad other than the price thing, which happened after? So like if they had said like, I thought I had a good experience, but then like they charged me twice, so F them, I would be more understanding. But like you wrote a 5-star review. Like, what do you mean you were coerced? Did they have a gun to your head? Like, how could they possibly coerce you to lie about the company and then also like double down on your lie by recommending these 2 people by name? It feels a little bit weird that we would have this shift. And it seems like other reviews that we've had where like there was one main issue and then they like threw other things on top of it. You know, like it's enough of an issue to say that they double charged you. You know, like I don't believe you when you say that they were slow. Or what were the other complaints, Trey?
It says the double charged, slow movers, bad communication.
Well, the bad communication and the double charge, I think, can kind of go hand in hand. So like that works. But the slow thing just feels like it's coming out of nowhere. Like I don't think that I would give my reviewers 5 stars if I felt like they were slow.
Well, it's interesting to me because you can, even when this has been removed and it's in the not currently recommended section, you can see the previous review. So even though I sped through it, I think you really were able to grasp the fact that they double speak.
Yeah.
Because when you read the 1 star, I believe them. It comes across as trustworthy to me. Because I think in the way that they say, like, just watch out for stuff like this. It's sketch. Seems like they just want money. Makes me feel like they're taking care of me and they're protecting me.
Right.
But then when you read, to your point, when you read the 5 star and then they're just literally saying the opposite, it's like, okay, so you either lied in the 5 star or you're lying in the 1 star.
Right.
Because
but either way, you're admitting to being a liar.
But to the explicit points, they say slow, bad communication. And then they say that they were able to schedule the movers in less than 24 hours. They were efficient and that they were, they communicated every step of the way. So it's like, you are lying.
Which is it?
I mean, so I don't think we can't trust which one is right.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like I've been lied to one way or another. And I just don't think that anyone could coerce you enough to make you write that 5-star review. I just wish that they had been a little bit more honest and said, listen, I wrote this 5-star review, but after being double charged, how could I stand by that? That would have been enough.
I will say, as far as grammar here, like, I just want money sign, money sign, money sign. Very sketch. Like, it is really casual in tone, but it actually doesn't bother me as I read it because I do feel like Samara is just trying to like be a good one.
Right.
There were other reviews that mentioned being charged the deposit, but paying in cash. There are other reviews that bring up this issue. Okay. So I chose this one because Samira specifically says, just watch out for stuff like this, because that's sort of the red flag I was gathering as I was looking through 1 stars and going through the 2000. Also, the not currently recommended, that is not just 2001 stars. There are 4 stars that are not recommended. There are a lot of 5 stars that are not recommended. So it's not like they're hiding.
Are they from a similar time period? Like somebody else took over the company?
If you look back at part 1, I point out that in their about the business, they use 4 different company names.
Right.
They have a completely different company name that is referenced in multiple reviews, as if this was a Yelp page for a different company name at a different time.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they rebranded because they say that it's, 25 years of combined experience. So
the combined experience, I meant to bring that up in the first show. Like, that's a weird way of phrasing it.
It's a weird way of phrasing it. So maybe they asked to remove.
Like, do you and I have a combined of 6 years in podcasting?
I think that's probably a smart way to finesse the wordage. But when you look at the not currently recommended, it's pulling up for me right now, but there's a different company name.
Oh, interesting.
Like some of it. Responsible Moving was a previous name for the company.
Interesting.
So maybe they wanted to get any of them that reference that name off, and that's why there's such a high number.
Yeah, or maybe they're like, I bought this company and like I'm not this other person. Because I will say that, like, in my experience, which we have this, we don't usually have this in these reviews, but they didn't even ask for a credit card. They just they told me this is going to be the price if you pay cash. This is going to be the price if you charge it.
That's right. That's interesting. Well, okay. So back to Samara.
Yes.
I think there is valuable, unique, new information here. It's not so new when you go through because there are other people that talk about like being double charged. That would never have even occurred to me. So that's valuable to me. Spelling grammar is casual, but not, it's like fine. I think this
common, I don't know, because we have so many not recommended reviews and you're saying maybe it's common. So like maybe it happens.
I mean, there are other reviews that mention this. So common
but also
enough,
it's a little bit shady. So I don't know if I trust.
Well, that's correct. Humor, entertained. I mean, I'm upset because I think ultimately the impact for me is I'm just going to disregard Samara because you're lying and I don't know which one. So I'm going to actually take note that if I do a deposit, make sure that I'm paying cash and I'm not getting double charged. But other than that, I'm going to try to do some more due diligence that's not you because you're lying somewhere.
I completely agree. I think I can go into the crowning.
Yeah, let's do it.
The queens are tabulating. Total score.
Oh, interesting. I'm holding up 1 crown. Trey's holding up 2.5. That's more than I thought you were going to say. I did 1 just because I think we really got to the crux of the issue when we said, I don't trust you. I need to be able to trust my reviewer.
Yeah.
And I don't trust you because you owned up to lying. And that is almost a 0.5 crown, 0 crown worthy. I gave the 1 crown because I'm happy that you gave the note about the double billing, and I'm going to check from any company. I'm going to make sure that I do my due diligence and make sure that I'm not being charged multiple times. And I think sometimes that can be an oversight and people get away with shit like that.
Correct.
So I'm really grateful for that reminder. And that's the 1 crown, but I can't trust you, unfortunately. So just 1 for me. Why 2.5?
So I went with 2.5, which sounds high for this reason.
Okay.
I don't want to blame Samara for being in the not currently recommended. I don't want to hold that against her in the crowning or hold that against them. The value of being double charged. And as a Southerner, I recognize when someone I don't do this because I have integrity as a review queen, but when someone asks for a review, I am sort of trying to give enough detail and fluff that I would just be it kind of, in a way, I can see how you're sure, I'll leave a good review, whatever. They didn't break anything and whatever. Communication was great. It was I think they might have just been grasping for things. Who knows? We'll never know.
Yeah.
Trust is lost. But I could see how you just give a 5-star and then you get so livid because they gave you a receipt that meant nothing. And then you're just stop. No. But too many red flags. Couldn't depend on it. That's why I said 2.5.
All right.
What do you guys think?
This was a journey. I mean, I'm definitely a little perturbed by the abundance of not recommended. I do wonder if there was a change in ownership.
It seems that way. But Chelsea, you used the company.
But I used the company.
You recommended them too.
I recommended them also.
Yeah. So
it was also a little bit more than I thought it was going to be. But quite frankly, like I was saying to Trey, I had more stuff than I think I thought I had. So it made sense. It felt like they were moving, but I had different guys. So who knows?
And I know that we deal with often on this show, it is impossible to please everyone.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of red flags regardless. And that's the beauty of Yelp.
Right.
Who do you trust? The red flags, or do you trust your friends who used them and had a great experience? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think that TL's review was still really strong. And I think in this example, I'll leave it with this. Look at the reviews that are most recent, whether that's in the recommended or in the not, because I think that will really give you a good idea of where things are at today.
That's right.
And use your own discretion. Be your own review queen.
You guys, did you watch this on Friday or did you watch this on Wednesday? Because if you're watching this on Friday, just a quick reminder, you can join our Patreon at reviewthatreview.com/Patreon. You'll get early access. You'll be able to get the flip side immediately on Wednesday when part 1 comes out. And we also do additional reviews every week. So lots of bonus extra content and some other perks. You get discounts for merch, et cetera, et cetera. We love you
and
guys.
Mostly it's a way for you to show that you support the show and you support us. And we really appreciate that. So it can really be $1 a month, $5 a month. It can be such a small, maybe seemingly insignificant amount to you, but it really means a lot to us.
Absolutely. Well,
thank you. And we'll see you next week.
Until next time.
Keep your crowns up. KY.
See you later.
Later.
Bye.
Sign up directly on Apple Podcasts to hear our weekly members-only after show. Unlock additional benefits when you become a Patreon member at reviewthatreview.com/Patreon. Follow us on all the socials at The Review Queens and join our mailing list at reviewthatreview.com. Our Kvetch line is open 24/7 at 1-850-REVIEW-0. Don't be a mashugana. Call the Kvetch line today.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, Queens. Click here to subscribe and click here for more videos.